Hello everyone, welcome to CSP2P. So we had discussed about application areas of C Sharp in our last session. So in this session, let's have a overview on C Sharp language. Correct? Okay. So if you want to explore the language, then you need to do some hands-on actually, some hands-on exercise. Okay. See, unless and until you will implement, you will never learn. Okay, you have to implement it on your system. Correct? Well, so let's start. So C Sharp is a object oriented programming language. Okay, C Sharp is a object oriented programming language. Correct? So we can develop, secure application using C Sharp programming. And we have already discussed that C Sharp runs on .NET framework. Okay, and yes, C Sharp is also familiar to your, you can say, Java and C++ also. Getting? Okay, fine. So let's understand this syntax. Here we have written using system, right? So what does it mean? So using is a directive and system is a namespace. Okay, so using is a directive that gives the reference to that namespace, that is system. Getting or not? So see, let me explain in this way. So let's assume, okay, let's assume a namespace is a container. So your system is a namespace. Okay, system is a namespace, right? So let me open MS Paint. Okay, see, suppose your system, this is a namespace. Okay, this is a container. Okay, this container contains so many items. Okay, variety kind of items. So let's assume this is your system namespace. Okay, system. Okay, and inside system it contains some types like your classes and also namespaces. Like, that means namespaces, it is also a namespace and it contains inside namespaces also, like your IO, it is input output. Okay, it is a namespace. And types like your classes. Okay, classes, your one class is what, console. Okay, so like this. So let me move to Visual Studio. Okay, so your using is a directive and system is a namespace. So basically system is a namespace, or you can say it is a container which contains another namespace and types like your classes. And this system namespace, I showed you that your system namespace contains like classes like console, this one. Okay, if I remove this, it will show me the error. See, it is showing the name console does not exist in the current context. Okay, that means this console class coming under system namespace. Okay, so you have to write it. That means, so using basically gives the references. Okay, give the references for the system namespace, so that compiler will accept that we are right. We have already given the references here, so here we can write directly console dot write line. Okay, so nothing wrong with it. If you are not giving the references here, then it will show me the error. You have to write system dot console. Okay, you can directly write it here. See, so it is not possible for me to write in each and every statement that namespaces, right? So that's why I am giving the references in the top by using directory. Okay, using that references name is system, so that what will happen in the entire program, I don't have to write it again and again. Okay, so that is about your using and system. Getting? So next, coming to this class program. So class is nothing but a keyword. Okay, class is nothing but a keyword basically to define a class. We can use this keyword class, and this is the class name program. Okay, this is the class name. You can create your own class. Okay, so this is your class and this is your class name. So this is the class block. You can create another class here. Let's say I'm creating a class here, class, okay, suppose person. So this is my another class. Okay, this is my another class. I can I can define some properties. I can write some methods inside it. Okay, so inside the class I can define the property, and I can define the data members and methods. Okay, I can create the objects also. Fine. So this is your class. So we will briefly explain about object and class in latter part of the session. Okay, so for the time being, you just consider this is a class is a keyword, and we are using that class keyword to define a class. And inside the class, what we can do, we can create the object, we can define the properties, we can define the data members and also methods. Okay, so this is your class. Fine. Okay, so then main method. So this is your main method. In C sharp, your program execution always starts from main method, from this method only. Okay, so this is the entry point, you can say. Okay, entry point means when you start your application, when your application will start running, it will execute from here. Okay, so this is the entry point C# program. So let's understand what is static. What is static? Static is a keyword. Okay, static is a keyword which means object is not required to access the data members inside the static method. Okay, so object is not required means we don't have to create the object to access the data members which is inside the static method. So if you will not create the object, what will happen? We will save the memory. Okay, so when you create an object, it is taking the memories, right? So if your method is static, so no need to create the instance of that particular class, right? Okay, fine. So I will show you a small example. Let me complete this, okay, first. So then you void, okay. So void is it's a return type, which means it does not return anything, right? Void is does not return anything. And main is a method name, right? Main is your method name. So I already said that main is your entry point in C# programming. Okay, and this is string args basically used for command line argument. Okay, for command line argument, right? And this is the console dot write line to print a string or your output. To print your output, you have to write console.write or console.write line. If you write line, then it will break the line and show the output. If you are simply writing console.write, it will show the output in the same line. Fine. So let's run this and check the output. Okay, I am running it. So see, output is hello C#, right? So if you want to write int a equals to 5, b equals to 6, okay, right? And now you want to print the output a plus b. Okay, let's see showing 11. Getting? So this is how your C# program works. So I can show you that how this program is getting executed. See, here you can put a breakpoint. If you just mouse over it, now left of this number 5, this is the static method, right? Line number, you can just and click it. So now this is a breakpoint. You can see the entire execution of your program, how it is getting executed. Okay, let me click and start. See, now it is on debug mode. So I need to press Fn plus F10 from my keyboard to see the execution. See, it first goes to int a equals to 5, then b equals to 6, it assigns the value, then it goes to console.write line and it shows the output. Okay, 11. Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.